welcome back to another episode of Battle.Garage. I know, I fell off the face of the earth and I haven't made any videos in several months. Well, life is life. I had intended on getting my Suburban ready to drive, put an exhaust on that so I can work on the Greenback Boogie Eagle. And then I found out the frame is rotted, so that put a stop to that idea. Then I was working on my Eagle Bruno that no one talks about. We don't talk about Bruno. That's at my friend's house. I was hoping we were going to get that running and driving. We got it running, sort of, but not very well. And of course, my schedule and his schedule it's a nightmare to get ourselves in the same time frame so we can work on it. But I'm hoping that sometime soon here that's going to get done. So in the meantime, I've been trying to figure out what project I have that would be the easiest to get running and driving for an extra car. And that leaves me here with Avocado, my 74 Hornet sedan. If you saw the video, I got this car last fall, late summer. I had it running and it seemed to run fairly decent. It moved a couple feet and then died, and I never got it running good after that. So over the last couple months, here and there, I've been tinkering with it. I didn't really record anything because there was a lot of trial and error and trying to figure out what the problems were. Essentially what I did is I tore down, well, I didn't tear down the engine. I noticed that the exhaust manifold had a massive leak, so I figured, well, the intake manifold probably isn't any better. So I got new gaskets for it, new intake gasket, exhaust gasket, valve cover gasket. The little donut thing where the manifold comes down into the downpipe was gone, so I replaced that. So you could actually hear the engine running rather than it all just right there. Got it all back together. I did plugs, wires, cap, rotor, a new condenser, I think is what's called, and the points thing there, the little tube with the wire in the points. Cleaned the points up again. New plugs, wires, cap, rotor, all that good stuff. It ran better. Still wasn't great. So I found somehow the timing was off. So I don't know what happened there, but the distributor was not in a spot where it was happy. So I reseated the distributor in a better spot and got it more dialed in with the timing. And then it was running decent. I was able to drive it up and down the road. It was kind of spitting, sputtering, backfiring. There was some vacuum things that weren't quite vacuuming the way they should have been, and the vacuum on the manifold, if you blocked it off, it would kill the engine, which that didn't seem right. And anyway, so what I did was I had a new carburetor, but that carburetor, even though it's the same carburetor essentially, it was for a Ford, so it was slightly different. So I fabric hobbled the two carburetors together to make one working carburetor, and now it runs pretty decent. I got some video of that. I'll splice that in. as of right now, I'm going to work on taking this door card off and replacing the broken door handle, which is very common to break on these, if you don't know that already. So yeah, let's see what we got going on here. So I actually don't know what my full plans are with this car. I'm gonna put it on the road tomorrow, I think. And drive it around for a bit, work the bugs out of it. But I think in the end, what I'm going to end up doing is selling it or trading it. If I remember correctly, someone in the comments, I think, was interested in it on the last video that I did on this car. I don't know if that's still the case or what. But I might be interested in trading this for something else. This was an impulse buy. I like these old AMCs, and this came up on Marketplace for a good deal, and I jumped on it. The car is actually pretty solid underneath where it all counts. The doors, the fenders, and I mean there's rust on the body. Nothing that couldn't be fixed. And I mean obviously someone's been dressed already because this has been repainted at some point. But yeah, I'm not much of a sedan person. I prefer hatchbacks or wagons, mainly because I'm usually hauling stuff around, and the sedan really isn't convenient for what I want or for what I do. So I'd be considering to trade it for something that was a little more spacious. And as much as it pains me to say it, I'd also be considering to trade it for something more modern. Like a Civic hatchback, like a EP3, an Accord wagon, something along those lines. Though I would definitely, I'd be game for another Eagle. And I know it's counterintuitive to what I just said, but I would like an Eagle sedan that's actually decent. I guess, does that separate? Oh, it does separate. Yeah, I thought it would. It's just very stuck on there. I wonder if these are original. They might be. Gotta take that off. Is that I don't know what that is in there. I can't see it. Oh, that might be this. Oh, look at that. First try. These door handles are so common to break on these AMCs that I can pretty much do one of these door cards in my sleep. Now the Hornets are a little different because they only go up to here, where the Eagles and the Concords come up around and sink down in behind the weather stripping. Alright. That's off. What do we got here? Now I'm used to seeing the build sheets for the Eagles. I've never really seen one for the Hornet. And if this is, I think this might be part of a build sheet, but it's definitely, I'm pretty sure this isn't the whole build sheet. But it does have some things on here. I'm assuming that would mean, if you can see this, we got power steering. I'm not sure what HR, rear wheel drive, 273, so maybe this has 273 gears in it. I'm not 100% sure what the rest of the stuff means. Maybe it's a code for something or part of the original build sheet, maybe. Pretty cool. Is there anything on the back of it? No. Oh, there you go. There's the part of the door handle that's broken. That's supposed to be on the door handle. That's the little lever that hooks in to actually unlatch it. Going by the clip, I'm going to say probably original door handles. All right, now let's see here. Should be able to. I'm gonna have to get some light on the subject. That should be. this one, I think. Let's see. It's the same as that, so I think that'd be it. Ah, of course, it's too short. Why are you doing that? All right, let's see here. Go. Oh, what do you know? Got that out. Well, I take that back. This is not the, well, it's not the original door handle to the car anyway. But the rod and clip might be original to the car. This is, in fact, pulled from a junkyard. RJ's. 5 point something. I'm not sure what that means. 5 hours maybe. Part number? I don't know. I don't think. I don't know. I suppose that could be initials, JB or something. Anyway, looks like it came from a pick and pull. Now the question is, I know I have a good door handle someplace, I believe. Do I put a factory door handle back in it that I know are weak and tend to break? Or do I order some? If you don't know this, the Jeep, the YJs, the TJs, and I think the CJs, the half door handles, for the half door style Jeeps use the same door handle as the AMC Concorde, Hornet, Eagle, Spirits, stuff like that. Gremlins. All the cars that were built off this platform from like the, what would that be, from the 70s up till the 80s. These were what, they're small cars. So, yeah, for the exception of the Ambassador and their full size, like the Javelins and things like that, had different door handles. But anyway, what I was saying, the half door handles for the Jeep Wranglers are the same thing, and you can get them aftermarket, and they're built out of better quality material that doesn't snap in half. So, which is what I run on, you know, everything else, because it's no fun replacing door handles constantly. Now, granted, the door doesn't have any play in it, doesn't stick, so I think putting a normal door handle on here wouldn't necessarily be a problem. And you know, just for time being, it would be fine to use a factory one, because I don't have the other ones on hand. I mean, I could order them, but do I want to? Do I want to put the expense into this car? I don't know as if I do. All right, I'm gonna go see if I have the right door handle, and if I do, you'll see me back here in a minute putting it in. Well, what do you know? I have one. I found this in the secret project that's behind me that I don't think you can see, but you probably have seen it in some other videos, maybe not. There'll be a video coming up on that eventually. Anyway, yeah, I've already reattached the little lever in here where it needs to go. I also found the two screws that held in the original door handle, so bonus parts. So let's get this guy installed. Go. It's a little muggy out here. Okay. Now to hopefully carefully. Oh, yep. Yeah. Oh, there's a light there. Blind. Can't see anything. Let's try that again. Very carefully. There we go. Yeah, we have contact. Rinse and repeat. Yep, drop that one too. One of these days, I'm gonna go get actual Torx screwdrivers, because they've got holes here so you could easily get through to where you need to be, but this screwdriver is too fat. So the bottom one's not bad. This top one, you got to come at a bit of an angle and you don't get a good bite on it. So, you know, you risk the chance of stripping it or something. Luckily, I've had pretty good luck every time working on these things where I didn't totally screw it up. Wow, that's that don't feel right. Let's see. Is it bent? What's going on? I think that might be bent. Something ain't right. That's for sure. Of course, now or is it just rusted? Could be rusted. Yeah, I think it was just rusted. Yeah, there we go. She broke free. on now. This car sat for a period of time. Everything is very dry and sticky. All right, let's try this out. Of course, the gasket moved on me, huh? Now I gotta fix that. Why didn't you guys tell me that the gasket was dangling out there and I didn't have it in right? Oh, save the guys some time, will ya? That's better. All right, now to loosen those up. All right, yeah, should be able to get that out enough. There we go. Gasket's where it should be. Pull that up a bit more. Other way, silly. There we go. Ha-ha! One fixed door handle. Yes. Very nice, very nice. All right. Now I'm gonna put it all back together. All right, what needs to go first? This, right? What was that? Did I set something up there? Oh, there's a screw. Alright. That goes in there. That goes in there. That goes in there. We seem to be missing a few of these. That one should be it should be attached to the door card. No, it's not. It's not fitting that way. I think that one is not going to work. And I don't think it was working before. I think the door handle is pretty much holding this together. And I think it's somewhat shrunk over time. Well, you know what? No, I should be able to make that work. Can you make this work? There, let's get that slid down there. There we go. There. Perfect. Oh. Which way did this go? That way, right? I think it went that way. I gotta put the right drill bit back on. That was a little aggressive. Alright, that is doohickey. There we go. And one for this side. Me. All right. What do we got? And that's for the door handle or window crank. Stick this guy back in there like so. What was holding that on? That was these, if I remember right. We got these little buggers down here. One. Two. And three. Now, a piece de resistance. No, that's not what I want. Window up. Yeah, right about there. Yeah, that looks about right. Put in the, let's see, this is a, yeah, that size. Because, you know, we can't just use one bit for everything. It's got to be, you know, Phillips, it's got to be hex, it's got to be whatever you call that thing, Allen key style. I don't remember what the proper name is. Cool beans, dude. Oh, and like that, I have a door that I can open from the outside again. I also dug through my parts and I found this mirror. I have no idea what it's to originally or if it's just aftermarket or what, but it bolted right up. And now I have a mirror on the door so I can actually see things behind me. This car, I believe, was originally just a passenger side mirror, but there was one on, or not passenger, driver's side. There was one on the passenger side. So I don't know if I have another one like this. If I had a matching one, I'd put it over here, but I don't think I do. Hey folks, it's another day, and I'm back out here on the Hornet. So earlier today, I ran into someone I know, a client of mine, who's also a car nut. And he gave me an extra wheel that's the right lug pattern. And I tossed it on the Hornet, and it happens to be painted red. Now, I'm waiting on tires. I put the car on the road today, and then I ordered tires for it. They should be here at the end of the week. So kind of waiting on tires before I can drive it. I do have, maybe I can find something around here that would work in the meantime. But anyway, I threw that rim and tire on there that happens to be painted red. And, well, I kind of like it. There it is. Now, obviously the center lug poverty cap, lug cap, center cap, whatever you want to call it, doesn't fit that rim, so I got it propped up with a screwdriver. But I'm thinking, wrong way. There we go. I'm thinking red wheels on that don't look too bad. So maybe instead of painting them silver, I was thinking they're obviously silver now. I was thinking about painting them white, but I'm digging the red. And maybe I fill in the American Motors and the centerpiece in red too. I don't know. I don't know about that. I'm sure these hubcaps are probably actually worth something to somebody, even though they're pretty dinged up. So I was under here absolutely turkey turding the exhaust back together. I thought I'd show you guys just how clean the underside of this car is. Now, don't look at my welds, because they are, well, they're not really welds. It's bad, but I was just going for function temporarily over any kind of quality. But hang on a second here, guys, I'll show you. Alright, so I'll just have a gander. The floor pans are still in this car, at least on this side. But it's still got paint. So this car wasn't undercoated, obviously. It's got paint on it. And the fact that you can still see paint. Now don't look at that or that. But yeah, this car is clean under here. The only problem that I've seen so far is the bell housing to the transmission is busted. It's the only really upsetting thing under here. That's obviously not critical, but this car is clean. But we do have rust issues on the doors. Passenger side, this is all gone. That's rotted away. I mean, it's not terrible. It's not the best. I mean, the car is 51 years old. Rocker panels are starting to go. I got a hole there, a couple holes back there. That's, paper thin. But like I said, 51-year-old car. I know it's been in New York for the last, 15 years? I think last inspection was 2000, well, at least I think 10 years ago, 10, 12 years ago it was last inspected in New York. I'm assuming it wasn't driven much in the winter, and I think it spent a majority of its time in a barn the last decade, so that helps. But yeah, this car is really decent shape. Well, folks, it's Thursday. I've been working on the Hornet a little bit throughout the week. Today my tires came, and I decided to go to red rims, or paint the rims red, and I think it looks pretty damn good. So there it is. A running and driving 1974 AMC Hornet that was gonna go get derbied or crushed or something. Oh, guys, guess what? That lasted a whole day. Definitely needs a lot of things still. But boy, does it run good. Drives good, shifts good. And it could use a little tuning yet. New tires on it. Now, I'm sure if you're a car guy too, you understand the downs of it. When something's not going right, or you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them, and something's wrong with every one of them, and a lot of work lays ahead. Yeah, it's frustrating, and it can be a challenge. But I tell you, when you take something that was going to be left for scrap or smash, and you spend some time on it, a whole lot of swear words, late nights, dirty hands, sweaty, disgusting clothes, it pays off. Almost gets a little emotional when you take something that 51-year-old car, and a year ago this thing was sitting in someone's barn, neglected, and I didn't pay a lot for it. It's not really worth a lot, but it's definitely worth more now, running and driving, fresh set of tires on it. And it's not necessarily worth more money in the aspect of money. It's worth more in the story of it. I mean, I don't know the history of this car, but it's just feels real good to get something accomplished. And I tell you, it's really hard to do it. And, but what can I say? All right, folks, it's getting late. I got to walk the dogs. We'll be seeing more on this, I'm sure. Still got the ideas. I don't know. Like I said, sedans really aren't my thing. I'm more of a wagon guy or hatchback because there's more room. But car's nice. I'm really starting to enjoy it, and it could use some things to pretty it up and make it a little better. But I don't know. If something else came along that I really wanted, maybe I'd get that. But as of right now, I'm pretty happy with that. All right, folks. Catch you next time.